Welcome back to Tarot and Beyond. Today we're doing a super attractor reading. So this is basically looking at what you are attracting right now. And that's a little bit different than manifestation because manifestation is more intentional, whereas attracting is just a byproduct of your beingness and the current frequency that you are emanating. So we're going to look at what that frequency is and what it is that you're currently attracting. We have 3 options for you to choose from today. We have group number 1 with here and now, group number 2 with to the sea, and group number 3 with yin. So go ahead and select the reading or readings that resonate with you or the card that resonates with you and use the timestamps linked in the description box or pinned in the comments section below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings. If you do feel called to more than one or multiple readings, that is perfectly fine. Just allow your intuition to guide you to the readings or the messages that are meant for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And we'll see you in your readings. All right. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your super attractor reading. If you chose here and now, let's take a look at what energy you're currently emitting and what it is that you're attracting at this moment. So I haven't pulled any cards. I'm just going to be grabbing some random decks that I feel intuitively called to, and we're going to see what comes up for you. So for group number 1, I feel this card. Okay. Oh, we've got another one here. And there's one there. Okay, so let's take a look at these. You have not the right time, if you believe, and ask for help from others. Okay, so group number 1, it's looking like you are currently at a phase right now where they're saying that timing is everything. And if you are focusing in the present moment, then you will know that it is or is not the right time. So basically what I'm seeing here is like, if you are in the present moment, you're going to see what you're attracting coming to you. But if you're not in the present moment, if you're focusing on the future or you're focusing on the past, like it says here in this card, then you are going to see and feel like it's not the right time because the things aren't coming in or you're not getting the support you need. I also see, group number 1, that you are attracting people who are going to help you, or you are attracting situations that are challenging you so that you kind of need to see that you're worthy of asking for support and receiving it. Because I see if you believe here as an indication of if you believe that you are worthy, then you will ask for the support that you need. And you will see that even though it's not the right time, what it is that you're attracting or what it is that you are embodying is going to be manifested to you. Now, like I said, manifestation and attraction are kind of the same thing, but the only difference is that in manifestation, we're doing this intentionally, consciously. We might be scripting or visualizing or practicing, or we might be doing rituals, things like that. Whereas attracting is really just who and what you are currently embodying you frequency-wise. So I feel like the more that you can get into the present moment, group number 1, the better your attractive skills are going to be. If you are focusing on the past, you are going to be pulling yourself into the past. Basically what they're showing me is like if you're focusing on the past a lot and you find your mind wandering to the past or kind of ruminating is what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling, then what's going to happen is that your energy is going to get pulled backward. And then it's going to feel like it's never the right time because you're not in the present moment. Whereas if you are in the future, you can kind of pull yourself toward the future that you want, as long as that future that you're projecting is based on like a realistic vibration that you're trying to embody or that you're currently embodying. I do see here that you are asking for support at soul level. So on some frequency bandwidth, you are asking for guidance, you are asking for support, you are asking for resources to come to you. That is definitely something that you are attracting right now, whether you have consciously set that into motion or not. So you may have been praying, you may have been kind of asking for guidance internally, but I feel like what you're attracting right now is help from other people, and that's also probably why you clicked on this reading, is because I'm another person and I'm trying to help you here by giving you this information from Spirit. So I feel like the more that you can, again, be present, be grounded, be in this moment right now, not thinking about the past or the future, just be completely in the now, you are going to see an uptick in your manifestation power and your attractive qualities. You are going to see an uptick in the speed of the turnaround of this help that comes in that you're desiring, or this if there is something that you're trying to consciously manifest, if you believe in that and you stay grounded in the present moment, you will see that start to manifest. Now, the other side of this, in not the right time, I feel like if you feel like you're constantly in a rush, or you don't have enough time, or now is not the right time to do something, Spirit is asking you again to focus on the present moment, because the more that you can get into that present moment, you can see that now is the right time for whatever it is that you're embodying. And whatever it is that is showing up for you in this now moment is exactly what needs to be there based on the frequency that you are emitting. So if it's not something that you want to look at how you've embodied that frequency. Now, I do want to note that when we're talking about attraction and manifestation, our current present circumstances are never really a reflection of our current embodied frequency. We have to factor in that there is a bit of a delay. So that feedback loop that we're going to get based on our embodied frequency, our intentions and our actions, is only ever going to reflect back to us how quickly we're manifesting based on the past. So let's say, for example, you are a very fast manifester. Well, then the turnaround might be a day or two. Something like that. Maybe for something small that you don't hold a lot of resistance to, it could even be a matter of minutes or hours. But it's still going to be a reflection of like 5, 10, an hour, a day ago, right? So when we're talking about slower manifestation, which operates at a lower frequency bandwidth, you might see the turnaround on your embodied frequency, whether you've consciously set that into motion or not, in like 30 days or a couple of months or a year. So you want to look at what frequency were you embodying that caused this to show up. And the more that you can kind of embrace and trust the process of that while consciously redirecting and raising your frequency through your choices and actions, positive outlook, being grounded in the present moment, and asking and receiving and feeling worthy, you're going to see what you're attracting show up in a much more aligned way. So it's just going to feel better, and it's going to show up faster, and it's going to be exactly what you actually want and need, because that's what you're resonating at on a consistent basis. Okay, so now let's get some clarifiers from the tarot. So I want to clarify, if you believe, you have the Emperor. Okay, so group number 1, if you believe that you can be powerful, then you can be powerful. If you believe that you can be a leader, you can be a leader. I'm also getting messages about consistency and stability with the Emperor here. So if you believe in that and you act like that, that's the frequency you're going to emit. So again, focusing on being that right now. What would you have to do to be this energy right now? And then you can attract that, and you are calling that in, whether or not you're actually in this position right now, you're calling this in. That's what you're attracting, because you're focusing on this. Where you focus your energy is where you manifest and attract, because that is what you are creating. You are a powerful creator. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions have great power. So we need to be very responsible with where we're putting our focus and attention. So focus your attention on this manifestation of leadership and power and responsibility, because the Emperor is so responsible. He has to be. He has a lot of power in his hands, and he has to be responsible with that because he's a ruler of an entire empire. He has other people that are in his charge. He needs to be the loving father, the guide, the supporter, the protector, the provider, the facilitator. Like, he has to be all of these things for so many people. And first and foremost, he has to be able to be that for himself. So I do see that if you have not become the Emperor yet, you are also attracting somebody who is embodying this energy. male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just about the embodiment of that energy and that frequency. So it's about leadership. It is about autonomy, sovereignty, responsibility, and power. And you're attracting people who are going to embody that. And it's going to help you to get out of your past and future sort of scattered energy and get focused in the present moment so that you can actually make right now the right time. Let's actually clarify not the right time. Ooh, strength. Well, I love that you have 2 major arcana in your clarifying cards. These are major plot points in the storyline, and these are big themes and archetypes regarding your spiritual development and embodiment. So the strength card here with not the right time, it's saying that you kind of have to have the grace to be able to accept what is in the moment. It's like if something has not shown up the way that you've desired it to be, it's really having the strength to be able to say, well, that's okay. That doesn't mean I can't have it. It just means it's not right now. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do right now to be able to make this happen? Do I need to get a mentor? Do I need to get a guide? Do I need to take advice from people who are being sent across my path by spirit and heed that guidance? Do I need to believe harder? Do I need to focus on my beliefs? Do I need to kind of stop regurgitating the same old beliefs from my past that have kept me in the position that I'm currently at? Because if you want your situation to change, you have to change. That's the whole point here. So having the strength to be able to do that is what's really being shown here in this reading. I feel like you are developing the strength to be the Emperor. And again, the Emperor is very, very strong. So these 2 energies go very well together. They are this super powerful and yet gentle and loving energy that you can and are going to be embodying. And since this is a super attractor reading, I do feel like you are on your way to this and you are focusing on the present moment and calling this in. So keep doing that. Keep doing that and as consistently as possible. And it's okay if you waver, and it's okay if you feel like you have moments of weakness, or you have moments of disempowerment, or you have moments where the past kind of traps you in its binds, or the future feels scary. That's okay. Just because you're a super attractor doesn't mean that you have to fear your own power. You are worthy of believing in your ability to consistently redirect that energy at will. That's the most important thing here, is when we realize and use our will to direct our consciousness, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and our actions. That's when we really take responsibility for our power and we believe in it, we trust it, we're able to have strength and allow ourselves to be able to create in a way that feels very aligned and empowering and supportive. Okay, let's get some guidance on ask for help from others. I just want to see kind of what this help is that you're calling in. Yeah, it is these 2 cards. Okay, thank you. You have the 10 of Wands reversed and the Hanged Man. Okay, so basically group number 1, the help that you're calling in from others right now, or that you're attracting from others, is the support to get out of a stuck situation where these burdens have been weighing you down and keeping you trapped, or inert or immobile, like quite literally being weighed down. Because what they're showing me is somebody with like a 10-pound cement block on their chest. And it's like you can't get up when that's on your chest. So what you're calling in right now and attracting are people who are going to help you to get that weight off your chest so that you can stand up and you can start moving, because you have been stuck. And so it has been hard for you to be in the present moment because the present moment has been very uncomfortable. So it makes sense that you'd be focusing on the past or the future as an escape from the plight of your current circumstance. But what they're showing me here is that your intention and belief in your ability to want more or desire more or know that you deserve more is really attracting in people who are very strong, who are going to be able to help you lift that block up and off so that you can get moving again. Just know that it is the right time, okay? It is the right time for this. It's always the right time to free yourself. Yeah, that's what Spirit is bringing through very loud and clear for you, group number 1. It is always the right time to free yourself. And the fact that you've had the strength to believe in your capacity to do this and to be accepting and present in this moment, that is what is calling these support systems in. They could show up in the form of other people. Keep your eye out for people who offer you information or who embody the energy of what you want to experience or create or be, and learn from them. Adopt their techniques. Allow them to guide you. That's what Spirit is saying here. Because that's going to help you get rid of these burdens and free your energy, your time, and your capacity to create so much more. And there was purpose to this too, you know, like if you've been stuck for a while and you keep feeling like, it's never the right time and nothing ever works out for me, and you've been frustrated, you feel like other people are doing well and you're not. What they're showing me is that there was a reason for this. I mean, the Hanged Man, he's in this position because he's needing to learn something. And the Hanged Man is not somebody who was hung up against his will. He put himself in this position on some level because he knew that if he was hanging upside down for an extended period of time, he would be forced to see things from a different perspective. And this would give him an awareness that was more expanded than his previous perspective, which then allows him to go down from this and to move forward with more purpose, more direction, and more clarity. That's what's represented here by the halo or the light around his head. It's an enlightenment. So this is kind of where you've been at, and you're attracting the support to be able to finally get down from this and to free yourself to move forward. And you're so much stronger. You're attracting a lot of strength because you're embodying a lot of strength. It has taken a lot of strength to stay in this position. It has taken a lot of strength to carry all of these wands. Like, look at all of the wands he's carrying. That's a lot of burdens and stress and worry and strife and things that you've had to focus on from the past and the future and the now and all of it. And now you're finally being able to put that down, take that off your shoulders. And it's like as soon as you put down that 100-pound weight, first of all, you feel so much lighter, but also because you've been carrying this around for so long, you are strong as heck. You've developed a lot of muscle from that, you know, like in this case, it's spiritual muscle. You've developed a lot of will, is what Spirit just said. You've developed your will and your inner strength and resolve to keep moving, to keep doing, to keep existing when it was hard and when the here and now moment was uncomfortable, or when you felt stressed or overburdened or worried or disempowered. You kept going. And that is what you're embodying, and that is why you're attracting support. That's why you're attracting this strength to you, and you are embodying this strength, and that's why it is going to be the right time. Whenever you dictate that it is the right time, all you have to do is believe. So that is what I see for you, group number 1. I'm wishing you all the best in this attraction that you are pulling in toward you, this strength, this personal power, and the removal of these burdens. I hope this reading resonates with you, and thank you so much for being here. If you guys want to go deeper, feel free to explore the memberships available on the channel here. We have the Soul Tribe and the Soul Family that will give you access to the YouTube live readings, members only videos and readings, as well as discounts on products. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 2. Welcome to your super attractor reading if you chose to the C. Let's find out what it is that you're embodying and attracting currently. So the first thing I want to note is that to the C here feels to me like you're attracting some kind of an awareness or an awakening. Now, they do want me to read the card. This card has been coming up in a lot of the readings. It came up in the live reading that I did. I pulled it for the collective, like all of us, and it came up in a previous pick a card reading. I think it was the I think it was the Meant For You reading, but I can't remember. It may have been the one after that. Anyway, let's take a look at the card. Okay, so To the Sea is number 7, and it's about being in the flow, returning to source, and recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. The Oracle's message: isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. And they're calling me to read the prosperity message. So it says, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, and abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. Okay, so let's take a look. They want me to get a different deck than I used in group 1. So we're going to use this angel deck for you, group number 2. Oh, we've got 3 just like we did for group 1. Okay. So let's take a look. You have Work Your Magic, Saint Germain. You are definitely calling things in. I'm just noticing the Merkaba here and the Flower of Life symbol. This was also in one of the cards in group number 1. Let me see if I can find it. It should be on the top of the deck. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. See? Look at that. That is crazy. I just intuitively grabbed these decks. I didn't pre-plan this, and you saw me pull them on camera. So yeah, that is something magical here. Okay. Wow. So the Merkaba is the union of divine feminine and divine masculine within the self. And it's also kind of like a light body activation. The Flower of Life is like union and unity with all that is. That's what they're telling me anyway. And when we activate the Merkaba within ourself, it's kind of like, they just told me it's an ultra-dimensional portal that we open up to access different realms of consciousness and physical matter. So you are seriously magical, group number 2, and you are going with the flow of the universe. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. And you're activating something to do with prosperity, because the number 7 makes me think of good luck, alignment, and and like things coming in, prosperous things coming in. And it also is telling me that you're attracting wealth in some way. You're working your magic, whether you realize it or not. You have Retreat into Nature, Green Man. Oh, I love this card. I'm super connected to the Fae realm and to the natural world. So I absolutely love Green Man and all of the fairy spirits and all of their beautiful energy. So I feel like you guys are really expanding your heart, and this has allowed you to really go with the flow of nature. And in regard to group number 1, because these 2 symbols came out in these 2 readings, I feel like they're connected. And so what I'm getting is that there's a grounding that you've been able to achieve, and this level of grounding and connection to your natural energy and spirit is what's helping you to flow very, very effortlessly with the power of nature, and therefore attract to you all of this magic. I also see that you may be attracting a retreat right now. You may be attracting some kind of a trip, because retreat into nature and to the sea makes me think like you might be going somewhere that's by the ocean or that's near a forest or both. So you might be attracting or working your magic consciously or unconsciously to manifest some kind of a destination, a trip, just some kind of a retreat. You have Peace Offering, White Buffalo Calf Woman. Wow, this is a powerful card. I don't think I've ever seen this one come out before. I'm just getting this feeling of like sacred and ancient power from her. You may be attracting a trip to indigenous lands to reconnect with your ancestry on the land there. And that could be like you had indigenous roots, either in your genetic line or in your past life ancestry, your lineage at soul level. It could be that you're connecting to the nature spirits in that domain, whether they're from the ocean or from the land. Yamaya is an ocean goddess that's coming up here. Green Man, obviously he's right here, so connecting to Green Man and the land, the nature spirits. You're attracting, you are a magical worker, group number 2, like you're a magical soul. So you are attracting right now a lot of magic to you. So the magic will take the form of these sacred encounters, specifically with the natural realm or with those indigenous roots or groups of people. I'm seeing in my mind like a ceremony of some kind. So that it could be like a peace ceremony, like they used to have like the peace pipe ceremonies, or like a drum circle is what I'm also seeing in my mind. So you could be quite literally manifesting a retreat to a very sacred location that you have this kind of an actual ritual or ceremony with like-minded souls, with like frequency souls. Yeah, you are a magician, group number 2. I almost called you group number 1. So yeah, those 2 readings are very much connected. But yeah, you are a very powerful manifestor. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I want to clarify work your magic. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're manifesting, you're working your magic. So it's not even just that you're attracting this kind of haphazardly or unconsciously. I feel like you are very consciously using this attractive capacity that you have, and you are planting seeds, you are making offers. I also see that you are manifesting, attracting in somebody who's going to give you some kind of an offer here. So they may give you, they might offer you a ticket. Like, hey, do you want to come to this retreat? Or they might offer you a pass of some kind, or they might offer you information that will give you access to this in some way. You could be manifesting money here, but I'm really feeling it like you're manifesting this trip or the means or resources to be able to make this happen. You're very connected with nature. The Page of Pentacles is the earth element, and you've got retreat into nature. So I really feel as though you are connecting to the land in a really big way. You may even be working with the land magically, like maybe you are using earth magic, like talking to the trees, or I'm looking up right now at my wands that I have. I have like some sticks that I turned into wands. So you could be doing like actual magical, like practical magical work like that. I just heard green witch, like you could be a green witch working with the elements of the earth to create magic. Wow. And that's part of your soul lineage. That's why, is because you've had past lives in indigenous cultures that did that, who worked very closely with the nature, the nature spirits and the land. So animals, plants, elements, earth, air, fire, water, and ether. But yeah, I feel like you have this in your DNA. It's in your soul DNA, or it's in your physical genetic DNA. I mean, they're kind of the same thing, but yeah, you are like kind of like shaman energy, but it's more so like a green witch, or like a medicine man or woman. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, so you might be attracting somebody who is like that to you if this isn't you, or you are attracting things through the use of that skill. Okay, let's clarify peace offering. I'm really interested in peace offering. Look at that. That's so beautiful. 6 of Cups is a peace offering. It's quite literally, he's offering this beautiful bouquet and flower cup to this little girl. So it's a very innocent, very peaceful, very divine exchange that you are super attracting to you right now. The Six of Cups can also speak of reunion and memories of the past. So again, I feel like by connecting to certain places on the land, you are actually attracting to you right now memories and ancient wisdom from your past. It's like being on that spot and connecting to those particular trees or rocks or whatever it happens to be, or maybe even people. You are calling forth a part of your DNA that has been dormant. You're calling forth memories from within your soul blueprint they come with gifts. Like there's gifts in there. Gifts on how to use magic, gifts on how to work with nature, gifts on how to be connected to the land in a super magical way, and to flow through life with this sacred divine blessing and protection from the gods, because you are connected to the natural realm and therefore in the flow of the sacredness of life. Wow. It almost feels like you're returning to a past home, whether you realize it or not. Like I said, it's like you've lived there on the land in past lives, or your ancestors did. Wow, you are a serious manifester. You are a serious attractor, like super, super attractor. Okay, let's clarify retreat into nature. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're manifesting a retreat into nature. You are calling this in like powerfully. So I don't think that this is even just you. Again, like I said, you're not just manifesting or attracting as a byproduct of your embodiment, because that's kind of what we're looking at here. But I think you are consciously aware of what you're doing and you've set this into motion on some level. It's so funny that I mentioned my wands and now here we are with the Ace of Wands. I feel like I should get up and show you guys some of my wands. Okay, hold on. I have this one that I got from, and it says believe on it. Oh, that's so funny. I forgot about that. Group number 1 had the If You Believe card, and that was the one that had this on it. Holy cow, this is so crazy. This is just like off the charts magic. I got this one from a witch class that I took. So I like actually went in person to like a witch gathering circle, and there was this woman who was teaching about witchcraft. And so we did a whole bunch of different like spells. We learned how to cleanse energy. We learned how to protect. She taught us about certain spirits and stuff like that. So this was kind of at the beginning of my awakening journey. And yeah, I was like called to go to that, and it was so magical. And yeah, this was the wand that called to me. There was a whole bunch of them on the table. She asked us to intuitively pick one, and I was the only one who picked in like 2 seconds. My intuition is always very fast. Even when I watch like pick a card readings and stuff like that, I know as soon as I see the card. Like it takes me a millisecond, or sometimes at most it'll take me like 2 or 3 seconds. But I know like right away, and I can just feel it. And that's what happened with that wand. I just felt it. I knew that one was for me. And I use that one for charms. That one's like for blessings and creating magic and manifesting good things and blessing people and the nature and myself and things like that. So I feel like the wands are important for you here. You may be reconnecting to working with physical wands like that, or yeah, just like using nature's tools. That's what they're showing me here. You're going to be using nature's tools to attract and to work your magic. So whether that's like setting up an altar and honoring the 4 elements, so you could have a candle for fire, you could have some dirt for earth, you could have, or a rock or something like that, or a crystal. You can have a glass of water that you've blessed for, you know, the element of water, and then you can have some incense for air because it's smoke. Or a feather or something like that. And so you can kind of work with those. Oh yeah, in that course, they're reminding me that I totally forgot. In that course on that witchcraft study that I took, we learned how to cast a circle. So we learned how to work with the 4 elements. We learned how to call in the 4 elements to cast a circle of protection for doing magical work. So I feel like you guys might be doing something like that as well. It's working with the pentagram to cast a circle. And look at that. We have literally in this coin a pentagram and then the circle. So it represents earth, air, fire, water, and ether being the uppermost point. That's why in distorted, satanic stuff, it's reversed, because because it's like saying that ether, which is spirit, is subservient to the natural world, which is not true. So it's having this all unified together and working with the elements, working with the direction, north, east, south, and west, to be able to call in these spirits of the land and to create protection around you. So there's something about that. Again, like it feels very indigenous. It feels very, it could be native. I just heard Algonquin, so you guys might have affiliations with the Algonquin tribe. I'm also hearing and feeling Druidry, so you might be from like a Celtic location, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, or England. I just heard Santeria as well, so some of you may be from, I think that's South America. So it is, yeah, it's like these ancient cultures, these traditional cultures that worked with the elements to manifest, to create, to get into the flow. Yeah. Wow. Really cool. So that is what I see for you, group number 2. This, I think, was one of the most magical readings we've done in a while. And so I can see very clearly that you are attracting magic, because you are magic, group number 2. You are. So, yeah, make your peace offerings and use your magic, connect to nature. You're calling in so much magic to you. So yeah, I don't even really have to tell you that. I feel like you already know how magical you are. But yeah, here we are, me and Spirit confirming that for you. So many blessings to you guys. I hope that the reading resonated and supported you. If you guys want to go deeper at any point, I do have memberships available on the channel, which you can join either at the Soul Tribe tier or the Soul Family tier. And that gives you access to the members only videos and readings, as well as the live readings that we're going to be doing, or that we have done one already, but we're going to be doing more of those in a private format. And the Soul Family membership will give you discounts on products and downloads that I create as well. And there's lots more of those coming. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate your support of the channel, of my work, and of the divine embodiment of spirit on this planet. I love you. I just want to say you are grace and you are blessed. That just came directly from Spirit. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you. And we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3. Welcome to your super attractor reading. If you chose Yin, let's find out what it is that you are attracting right now. Right away, I already can see that with the Yin card, you are receiving something right now. So yes, that is what attraction is. You are calling something to you, but you can attract something without receiving it, right? Like you can attract a whole bunch of stuff and then not actually allow yourself to have it. So I feel like right now you're very much in a receptive energy, a soft, divine, feminine energy of Yin that allows you to open up and actually have the positive experiences of the reception of what it is you're attracting, whether you're male or female. So let me see what cards they want for you. I've just kind of been intuitively picking. Yeah, they do want that. Okay. So they've called me to the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. All right. So let's take a look for group number 3. What are they attracting? Oh boy. Accelerated motion, which is like the fastest energy. It's the 8 of Wands. So you are definitely attracting something very, very quickly and opening up to receive it. For whatever reason, they're drawing my attention to her breasts. So I feel like this could be something to do with nurturing. It's very feminine. So again, we have Yin here. If you're a male, you could be attracting a female counterpart. If you are a female, you could be attracting more beauty, attracting more female friends, or more nurturing from your environment or from your relationships or from yourself. You also have the awareness card, which is the Magician. So yeah, you are powerful manifestors. You feel sort of similar to group number 2, but very different. Where group number 2 was very sort of indigenous and like practical magic, I feel like you guys are more cosmic, I have to say. Like you feel very cosmic, very galactic, star seeds for sure. Let me see if there's one more. You have another 8, trapped in fear. So you guys are stepping back into your power, and what you're calling in right now in a very accelerated, magical way is the awareness needed to be able to break free from limitations of the mind through reception, through being open, being grateful, feeling that softness and that flow of life, and being intuitively able to connect to and feel into the next steps. You are freeing yourself from this fear that you've kind of been stuck in here, is what I'm seeing. And through this freeing yourself, based on the awareness you've gained, you are calling in a lot of support. Not support in the same way as group number one was. I sorry to reference them if you haven't seen the readings. Group number one was calling in support from other people in a very physical way to help them to kind of get unstuck, to get like a burden off of them. Whereas for you, group number three, you are calling in like angelic support is what I'm seeing. Cosmic angels. Yeah, cosmic angels. That's what they're showing me. So you are connected to, Andromeda. I just got Andromeda. You're connected to Andromeda. And these are kind of like cosmic angels, because the Andromedan souls are very high vibrational and they range from different dimensional frequencies. And some of them are on sort of angelic bandwidths, if we're looking at it that way, where they can feel quite angelic. So you are, you're calling in the Andromedans. You're attracting Andromedan support. Maybe you're gaining awareness of your starseed lineage or working with specific starseed groups to manifest in certain ways, because each one has a different energy. Andromedans are very service oriented. They are called mission realmers in the soul realignment modality. And so it's really like they came here to shine the light. They came here to transmute the darkness. They came here to liberate the earth, like in a very hands-on way. And I feel like you are attracting to you right now the energy at soul level, the activations of your consciousness, like you are leveling up and expanding your consciousness to the point where you are unlocking gifts within you that are freeing you from the mind and its previous limitations. It's like you're becoming so much more psychic and intuitive. You're becoming so much more aware of what's out there rather than just what's in here or what's right in front of your eyes. It's like you can actually see the cosmos now, and you can really start to expand into that. Okay, I do want to get clarifiers. So I want to clarify the Magician first. Yeah, I do feel that one. The Six of Wands. Wow. Yeah, this is manifesting abundance and I meant to say victory, but I said abundance. And so you have these two eights here, which do speak of power and abundance. So I feel like you guys are actually manifesting abundance, but the Six of Wands here is victory. So you're gaining awareness of how to move forward and to feel victorious over these previous perceived limitations. And they told me perceived limitations because I was just going to use the word limitation and limitations, and they were like perceived limitations. So you saw them as things that were trapping you, but they were not. And it's this awareness that you're gaining that is giving you victory over that and moving forward very quickly. You have two Wands cards here, so very fast, action-oriented. You are most definitely a super attractor. I am not surprised that you were called to this reading because you manifest very quickly, like within 8 days is what they just told me. Like you will start to see the manifestation of what you're embodying within 8 days of any given point in time. So you want to actually look at today and see, what was I doing 8 days ago that brought this in? And if I want more of that, then I'll keep doing that today. Or I'll do something even better today. And in 8 days, I'll see it. So you have a very, very fast turnaround, group number 3. And that's why you are overcoming any challenges or surmounting any previous perceived limitations, because you are very in tune. Very in tune. Let's clarify accelerated motion. What is accelerating here? What is being attracted in for group number 3? I do feel this one. Hold on. Yeah. Page of Cups. Okay. So you are accelerating. Again, they just gave me awareness, consciousness downloads, DNA activations. You are accelerating your healing. You are attracting to you offers of love for some of you. Like I was seeing before, it's something to do with a feminine energy. So if you're wanting to have the confidence to approach someone or to open up in a new way within a relationship, that's what you're accelerating as well. If you're a female, you are attracting positive, what is the word I'm looking for here? Positive, like positive attention, for lack of, there's a different word that I just can't seem to find right now, but you're attracting positive attention from people. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify trapped in fear. What was this trapped in fear? What were you trapped in? Trapped in fear. The Tower. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Sorry, all of these readings have been a little bit off kilter in terms of my framing. So I keep trying to adjust and move things up so that you can see them. Yeah, anyway, so the Tower card here with the Eight of Swords, you are breaking free from and, really liberating yourself from any experiences that caused you to feel in fear of your survival, is what I'm feeling. So anything that made you feel like you had to close yourself off or shut yourself down or hide yourself away or not take risks because you were scared of failing or of falling or of getting hurt or of something catastrophic happening. So this is like you're freeing yourself from catastrophic thinking, catastrophizing, right? Which is a negative mental distortion. So you're freeing yourself from that and feeling more intuitively receptive to the positive experiences of life and to the blessings that are actually meant to come to you. So let's say, for example, you know what? I'll just give you an example from me. Okay, so this is personal to me. I had a lot of fear around men, being viewed by men as a sexual object, being viewed by men as desirable, being wanted by men. That feels scary to me. I know, like, you're probably like, but why? Trauma, that's why. But basically, what I'm seeing here is that in this example, what you would be doing is freeing yourself by creating safety in that yin energy and expanding your awareness to embrace your power and to step back into your sovereignty in such a way that you feel much safer to be able to open up and shine and attract the aligned attention. So even though you're attracting attention, it's going to be positive. So in this case, it would be like, I would feel really good having people view me in a loving way rather than being afraid that that attention is going to somehow lead to some harm to me or something like that. So it's like getting back out into the world and feeling free to, like, say, for example, go for a walk outside. Like, seriously, I used to avoid going for a walk around the block because I was scared that somebody would see me and approach me and, like, attack me or something like that. And a lot of those were irrational fears, but they were based on real survival trauma. And so I feel like you guys are maybe, hopefully not in this position. I really hope it's not as extreme as that. I really pray that that's not the case. But in this example, if we can just kind of use it as a metaphor, it's like feeling safe again to be able to open up and receive. It's like trusting again, basically, is what I'm feeling. You're able to trust again, and you're trusting yourself above all else, and your ability to receive, to be able to manifest what is aligned with you so that you can actually receive it, rather than unconsciously attracting or manifesting things that were not aligned in the past. And then as a result, feeling as though you were stuck in this feedback loop of fear and catastrophe and, negative things happening that were out of your control. But now you're like, I've got this. I understand it now, and it's in my control. So I can open up to receive by manifesting attention in a positive way, or by manifesting love, or being viewed or observed in a more positive light that feels much safer. Okay, so that's kind of what I see here for you, group number 3. This is very interesting. Let me see if there's anything else, because I feel like this was this was a shorter reading than the other two. So I just want to, but I do get that feeling of completion, like we've kind of covered the bases here. So let me just consult with Spirit real quick and see if there's anything else. Yeah, they just said you're meant to be opening up, and you are. And because you're opening up, they're showing me a beautiful flower blooming and blossoming. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's such yin energy. You're quite literally blossoming right now. Whether you're male or female, we all have yin energy within us. And so you're opening and blossoming and accepting and receiving. And it's kind of like when the flower blooms and it attracts the pollinators. You know, the hummingbirds, the butterflies, the bumblebees. That's what's happening right now, is like you are blooming, you're opening up, and your natural fragrance and scent at soul level, like this very, very high vibrational, sacred, cosmic energy, is drawing to you the aligned attentions, affections, and professions of love. So somebody might be professing their love to you, or just telling you how much they admire you or how beautiful that they think you are. And maybe in the past, in the example I gave you, I may, if this was me in the past, if somebody approached me in that way, I would feel like that was a threat, or I would shut down or close off and not be able to receive that compliment, even if it was completely innocent, because I was coming from a place of woundedness and fear. And now it's like, in this example, I could open up and say, thank you, I truly appreciate that. And I can feel it's coming from a very genuine and non-effacing, non-aggressive place. And then by being able to receive that, feeling even more grateful in the moment and even more high vibrational. So it's just like it builds on itself. This is really cool. Wow, you guys. This is beautiful. Yeah, they say get into flow. And in that flow space, you're very gentle, very soft, and very open. And this is what allows the gentle, soft, beautiful, I just keep hearing the word adoration. So people are adoring you for your natural beauty. And it's like a flower, right? Like I can't help but stop and fawn over this beautiful flower, and oh, it's so beautiful and it smells so good, and I just like stop and I glory in the radiance of these blossoms all around me and the beauty that nature holds. And that's kind of what I'm seeing people doing for you. It's very innocent, like people are just kind of admiring you and like gushing, like they're gushing over you, like, oh my God, I love your energy, or I love your new look, or I love your vibe, or just, whatever it happens to be. I just feel like people are very much, they can see your light. Basically, that's what this boils down to. People can see your light because you're embodying it, and you've freed yourself from being trapped in fear, which has raised your vibration significantly. Therefore, you are a super attractor. Okay, so that is what I see for you, group number 3. You are most definitely a super attractor in such a beautiful, magical, gentle, ethereal, cosmic way. It's really powerful. I have had goosebumps like the whole time I'm doing this reading. So yeah, you guys are mega high vibrational, and it's beautiful to tune into and to feel into. So thank you. So I love you guys. Very healing energy that you're attracting, very healing energy that you're exuding, because you're attracting what you embody. So yeah, healing and victory and success and freedom. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to dive deeper, I do have the memberships available now on the channel. There is the Soul Tribe and the Soul Family, and they will both give you access to the live streams where we'll be doing private personal readings, and also the members only videos and stuff like that here on the channel. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.